Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neal and Wally.
Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize.
Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is Dog Days of Summer. Dog Days of Summer. What is that?
Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his belt and put it on.
Roll call.
A spigot. A spigot. Who's that, man?
That's Captain Kangaroo.
Captain
Antonio. Captain Antonio.
Okay, where is she from?
She's from Huntsville, Alabama.
No, she's not
She's
from
not from
Huntsville.
Huntsville?
No.
I just guess.
She's
I
from,
figured somewhere in Alabama you asked.
she's from Montgomery, Alabama.
Montgomery.
Went to Sidley Lanier High School.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Not the captain, but you talking about Tennille.
I don't know what the captain is.
Yeah. I
Man,
got you.
That's
That's a good tune
music.
right
Yeah.
there, man. Good tune, man. Welcome to the January 38th edition of Sports Chat.
January
The
38th.
sixth week of January. Man, every year, man, seems like January just will not end. And I mean, I promise you, to me, it's every year. It's like, when is the end of January, man?
I know, man. Good gracious.
Golly.
It's what was it, January 20th? No, it's January 30th.
Today's the 30th.
You said 38th.
Yeah, I said 38th.
Okay, yeah, that.
It was a joke, man.
Oh, the joke. Okay. Yeah, okay, now I get it.
You thought it was a typo?
I thought it was a typo.
Unbelievable.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, man, but
This is what I have to deal with.
it is a long month, man. But
I mean, it's every year. It's like
with
that.
Christmas bills coming in and all that stuff.
Is that
man.
what it is?
Yes, I think that's what it is. Christmas bill.
Unbelievable.
Hey, before we start our show, I got to tell you about where I was this week.
You told me you was going to Gunnersville.
I went to Lake Gunnersville and
the State Park Lodge?
the State Park Lodge. We played at our favorite golf course.
Yes, Gunnersville.
Okay.
If you had never played the Gunnersville State Park
man,
golf
it's
course,
beautiful.
It is an old one, a very old one, but you need to play it.
Okay, let me set it up. We're on hole number 13.
Yep.
The real tough one.
I
The
got
number one handicap.
Yeah.
And I was making an approach, Joey Hunt, which he
Yeah.
loves our show, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Joey said, "Hey, that's an eagle up there." And I'm like, that ain't right there. That's what I took with my camera.
You said that ain't no eagle.
I said, that's it. Well, Debbie Hill, circuit clerk from Watauga County, she had her high-powered
Zooming.
and show you, look at that.
Look at
that's
that
the
right there.
same bird. Man, let me tell you
Gunnersville
something.
State Park.
That is a amazing bird.
Mm-hmm.
And I got up under the tree and I was trying to throw a golf ball at it. To see
It
if
ain't a lot of times you get to see a bald eagle.
Oh no, that thing just kept on looking at me.
Unless you go on an Alaskan cruise, they are everywhere there.
Hey, well, Dad's told me when I was showing him that picture that there's a couple hangs out at the Pike County Lake.
Really?
Yeah, there's a
That's
couple of them over
I
there.
need to ask Dan Smith about that.
Yeah, there's a couple eagles over there. So
Pretty
don't go
cool,
shoot them or
No,
nothing.
you can't. Don't be shooting them. No.
Well,
Hey, I saw a new sign in town this week, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind the Burger King. They've been working hard on the parking lot, but look at there. Look right there.
look at that.
New sign in town. Won't be long now. Big lots. And man, it's so neat to see our city grow. It's going
man.
right there where the old food world was.
Well, man, I was truly, really hoping for a curling link right there.
That would have been a good spot now.
Been a great spot
Yeah.
for a curling, man. I'm telling you. Good gracious. We
Yeah,
got,
well, they the hope for a curling facility, man, is that new bowling alley that's going in over there next to Marco's Pizza, right across the street from Marco's Pizza. They could easily add a wing onto that bowling alley and have curling leagues. That's what they need to do, man. That's what they need to do.
I tell you what, I'm going to ask Herb Reeves, can they put a curling on campus? Remember, they did a bowling alley.
They had a
one
bowling
time,
alley on
remember
campus.
that?
Yeah, the Adams Center.
I got kicked out of there.
The bowling alley?
Bowling alley.
You didn't bowl too good?
Cutting up. Ron Pierce come down there. Said,
That's right.
See you.
See you.
But anyway, hey, speaking of curling, Olympics and all that,
Yeah.
just a few days away, brother, man.
That's right.
We'll see plenty of curling, and all of our favorite Winter Olympics starts February 3rd and 4th.
The opening ceremony is actually on the 4th, but there are some games on the 3rd.
On the 3rd, and I think it's after the Super Bowl. it rolls right into the main
They
ceremony.
get it cranked up. don't
Is
they?
that not cool?
That is cool. I'm ready for some Olympics, man. I tell you, I like watching Shaun White and the ski event. I know you like the figure skating and the curling and stuff, but I'm all about the downhill skiing and the jumps and the skiing, the snow skiing. So
Yeah,
I
but
love
didn't
that
you
stuff.
show something on Facebook that Jamaica's got a bobsled?
Yes.
Where are their
The last time they had the Winter Olympics, Jamaica didn't get a team in it. But in Jamaica, there's no snow. Walk.
I don't know.
There's
Yeah, I
no
understand
snow in Jamaica, but they have qualified a bobsled team for the Winter Olympics. Now that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, man.
That's pretty cool, man.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, what about the GOAT? Can you believe he is retiring, man?
Golly.
There's going to be a huge, huge hole in the NFL next year, brother, without Tom Brady. I'm going to go ahead and tell
I'm
you
gonna
right
tell you,
now.
man. You're right, man. You know, and some folks are saying, but he hasn't announced his retirement.
Well, ESPN says
Yeah, he's retiring, folks. They got intel. Tom's going to announce when he's ready. Now, I did see something on Twitter that said he's due a $15 million bonus in like 10 days. So if that's true, he ain't retiring for another 10 days. But he's going to get that $15 million, but I don't know if that's true or not. But the inside sources are strong, and he's done. And, man, Wally, 22 years. You talk about a hole in the NFL. The best to ever do it is leaving.
Yeah.
He's been there 22 years. That's a long time. The man won 7 Super Bowls, 6 with New England, 1 with Tampa Bay. He's the only NFL player to ever win Super Bowls in 3 different decades. I like the way he's going out too, man. I think he's doing it right. He didn't want no big circus, you know. And look, his numbers were incredible. His passing efficiency, his touchdown totals, his yards, everything was incredible. So you're thinking, well, he didn't win a Super Bowl, he's retiring. No, he's going out on top. He's going out on top. He had statistically one of his best years ever. So in his mind, he's going out when Tom is on top. Yeah, Tom Brady is on top of his game, and he's going out. He's doing it on his terms, Wally.
I saw something on the ticker this weekend that said that he personally has won more Super Bowls than any franchise that's out there.
Yeah.
Now, that is incredible. But I will tell you this. I got a funny feeling he's going to be sitting on the couch next season eating some potato chips.
And the telephone.
And somebody's going to get hurt, and they're going to get the, hey, man, can you come help us? And I bet he does. I mean, I just.
Well, I thought the same thing with Drew Brees, but that didn't happen either.
Well, he was this close.
You
Drew
think?
Brees, yes. Drew Brees was this close leaving to go.
Leaving the telecasting business?
Yes, to go help. I forget the team. They were terrible, but
Tennessee.
it was Carolina.
Carolina.
Came back. But
Okay.
anyway, he's going to be missed.
Yeah.
But I guess Neal last week asked a question about would Auburn be ranked number 1 in basketball? And I asked it. Well, when Monday rolled around, there it was. For the first time in school history, the Auburn Tigers were ranked number 1, and they went out and solidified it by getting 2 more wins this week to making it 17 straight. And I'm going to tell you what, I watched that game, and I watched Kentucky, and I watched both Alabama.
Yep.
Auburn's just a different level.
That's my question. Are they the best team in the nation?
Dude,
I know they're ranked number 1. Are they the best team in the nation?
They are playing at another level. That's just Wally speaking and watching them. And I'm not a basketball guru.
Being ranked number 1 doesn't win any games. It doesn't win an SEC championship. Being ranked number 1 doesn't win a national championship. Don't get me wrong. Now, I like it. I love that Auburn's ranked number 1, and it's neat seeing them ranked number 1. I want bigger things. They got, like you said, they're there, and done got my hopes up now. Auburn, don't shoot me down. I'm just afraid they're going to crash and hurt. And why we got a little place right here. If you're wondering why Wally and I got on T-shirts today, this is a sponsor spotlight.
Oh, sponsor.
This is our PLS T-shirts, Land Survey and a Map Maker. Let's put these. I got to go the other way.
Oh yeah, can you see it?
Can y'all see our shirts? There you go.
I'm so skinny, I don't know how to pull it around.
I didn't want to yank out my microphone, but thanks to PLS and Corey Russian for getting us some T-shirts. Our sponsors are so good to us, man.
Oh yeah.
They a ton. a ton of our sponsors that have these banners just like this. Send Wally and I T-shirts and these hats up here, and we couldn't have the show without our sponsors. And PLS Land Surveying and Mapping. Corey Rush and her husband just do a great job with that. And I love it when they put on Twitter and Facebook where they're surveying.
Oh,
They
yeah,
do
that's
down at
pretty
Panama
cool.
City Beach. And all, there they are right there, yeah.
Yeah, hey,
Professional land
speaking
surveying.
of shirts, I remember Stone Cold gave
Yes,
us one.
gave us
And I'll be at the beach, and I wear my shirt down at the beach, and I get more, hey, can I call you?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if Matt
But,
goes all the way to Panama City.
But we got some neat T-shirts with PLS, and so that's the reason we're wearing T-shirts tonight. A little sponsor spotlight for PLS Group, Professional Land Surveyors. Need any surveying or aerial maps or any type of solutions like that? Give them a call. So that's why that. But
They got a compass, man.
yeah, they got.
I never could read a compass.
The compass is on the
That's pretty
on
cool,
the front
man.
right here.
I
Yeah.
tell you, David Hennigan can read a compass. He's
What
good.
about a topo map?
He can read a topo map, too. But anyway, going back to Auburn,
I'm gonna tell
man.
you, yeah, Auburn. But are they, Wally? Are they the best team in the nation?
I think so, and after watching Alabama play Baylor, which I thought Baylor was just going to beat them like a drum.
Well,
Was it you that put something on Facebook that they have beat
Yep.
all four teams in the Final Four?
Three of the
3 and 4?
Yeah.
Who's the other one they have played? Michigan.
They beat Baylor, who was in the Final Four last year. They've already beat Houston, who was in the Final Four last year, and they beat Gonzaga, who was in the Final Four.
Who's
last
the
year.
other one? Wichita State?
I don't know who the other one was. I got to do some research.
I think it's Wichita State.
Was it Wichita State? Well,
Or
they haven't played.
Warrior or
They
whoever
haven't
it
played
was.
Wichita State, so I'll have to look. But man, it's time to start talking some baseball. It's almost the spring is upon us. It's coming around. I know we're in the dead of winter right now, but it's coming, man. You got your Cubbies right there, and it's almost time for the Braves to defend their World Series championship. And I'll be darned if the leaders in the league are in some type of lockout, man. Come on, man, really? Y'all get over this. We're creeping up on pitchers and catchers supposed to be reporting for spring training coming up in a couple of weeks. Are you kidding me?
Hey, or are the Braves going to sign Freddie Freeman, or they better if they know it's good for him?
I hope so, man. Wally, I'm in full agreement with you on that one, buddy. Even though they better lock him down, I'm gonna tell you, kind of like Chipper Jones to me. He is today's Chipper Jones.
Yeah.
And they better make him a Brave for life. And
Let me ask you, he's pretty old, though, Andy Neal.
I mean
he
maybe
played-
32, 33. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to check, but maybe 32, 33, which is middle-aged. I mean, maybe he's got 5, 6, 7
6
good
years,
years
yeah.
left. But it'll be interesting to watch that Freddie Freeman deal go down as they unlock and start making moves. But they got to sign him, man. And our buddy James Sparrow, who's on the show with us a lot of times and all, he keeps kidding around with us saying, my Brett, because he loves the Dodgers. He says the Dodgers are going to scarf him up. But
I got
we'll
ball
see.
to pick James. He'll come on with you. He won't come on with me.
On the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever notice that? He'll
He's
come.
been on with me several times.
Oh yeah, he won't come up here with me for some reason.
I wonder
But,
why not.
I don't know. But anyway, enough of that baseball talk. I got to tell you about old khaki pants.
Khaki pants.
There he is. Hey, I think he's leaving, baby.
You do?
I think he is a goner, man. Saw where the Vikings interviewed him, and I think that'd be a good fit. To me, I always thought he was a heck of an NFL coach.
He did, man. He did. Well, that Joker took a pay cut last year. I mean, they were about to fire him, and he went in and met with the administration, took a pay cut to keep from getting fired. And this year, his Michigan Wolverines climbed dang near to the top of the rankings and eventually beaten Ohio State, which they hadn't done in years, and he got them in the playoffs. They were in the top 4. He's kind of throwing it back in their face a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess
You
so.
got on to me last year, maybe take a pay cut. Now, watch this. I'll hop over to the pros after bringing Michigan right back to the
Oh, yeah,
top.
well, heck, man, his record speaks for itself. He did such a good job at San Francisco.
He really
when
did.
coached them.
He really
Heck,
did.
took him to the Super Bowl
I
with
know.
his brother. I think
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, I think he's just a better NFL coach. Just a better fit for him. I mean,
Yeah.
his brother sure has done a good job at Baltimore.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey,
I got to get my. I
You
got
got to get your
sponsorship.
sponsorship. But while Neal's getting a sponsorship again,
I got 'em.
hey, we got a great show tonight. Got a lot of neat things to talk about. And Neal, tell us who the sponsors.
Commercial sponsors: the Old Barn, Pig Cafe, Hook's Barbecue, Troy Eye Care, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wigglies of Troy, Turner Mowing, Deep South Apparel, Health Actions, the UPS Store, Roadmart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Cervera, Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, Southern Grill and Patio, Bill Jackson, Ford and Chevy, Tyler Transport Trucking, Smith Manufacturing Mobile Homes, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage. I had that the other night when I went down there to do the Pike County Charleston basketball game. Eddie Billings Dentistry in Laverne, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, Sorrell College of Business, The Crease Agency, All-Star Collision, Preston Steakhouse, Alabama Restoration, Mr. Masters, and Firehouse Subs. Stay with us. We got a good show planned. We'll be right back.
Breaker 19, I see some smokies up here on 231. Wally, what are you doing up in that big rig at Tyler Transport? Oh, baby, I'm driving for Tyler Transport, brother. Wally, you got to have a special CDL license to drive these big rigs, man. Sure. I know, but if you do get your special CDL license, you need to go see them at Tyler Transport. Hey, they offer special benefits packages, competitive pay, you're home on the weekends, and also they got those new glide packages on those rides. Give them a call, 566-7474. Here I come, baby. Good great. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit? Neal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
You heard, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neal, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Hey, what are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital? Pet Resort.
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spaying and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh, no. Yes, it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wally, you got enough sweet. He's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put this stuff
Man,
back,
some
boy.
good stuff, man.
Please come to Glow on the square. Shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all. Hey, Wally. Why in the world you got all these fans in the window, man?
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins. It about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And
These fans are going to help, I think.
The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration, no mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're going to run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies. Cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brothers Street. UPS store, all your printing needs.
Man, did you see the size of that crowd, man? Man, the Pompadour's that big down here, dude.
I don't know what it is, man. It must be these shirts.
Oh, yeah.
They like these shirts, man. Deep South Apparel, Pete Van Horn in Montgomery.
And heck yeah, man, they even go good, even salt water they climb up.
Water fishing. Deep South Apparel in Montgomery. Call Pete Van Horn. She loves me. She get down on her knees and love me.
Mama and the Papa.
Mama, that's a good guess. Mama and the Papas. I ain't heard them in a long time.
Oh, that's a great name.
Paul Simon. Paul Simon, Love Me Like a Rock.
This might seem something bad about him.
Yeah.
Carly.
Something, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, before we get into some sports action, it's the time of the show where we always like to do our Facebook funnies. David, you ready? Make sure you got your fishing license this year. They're getting real sneaky. You done run it off in the ditch. Why did the Mexican take anti-anxiety medicine for Hispanic attacks?
Dad,
For Hispanic attack. Honey, why are all the walls cracking? Well, when you split the beam in half, moving the TV in the 90s. I slung away 400 pounds. I promise. My mom's TV went out about 5 years ago, and my brother-in-law Paul called for and said, "Just run over and get that TV." And go. Man, I went over and grabbed it. It took 4 of us to get that TV out of the house. Bed bug. That's old Beetle. Old Beetle. My Uber driver's got an attitude. He's headed to the pokey, man.
He's headed to the pokey.
Drove by this plumber today with his decal painted on his truck. Is that you, Wally? Sitting on the toilet.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You ain't gonna run the ones I sent. Unbelievable.
Just
All right, just save them for next week. I sent him 2 pretty good ones, he and roll. Save those for next week, then, man.
Didn't even do nothing, did he?
Hey, coming back to some sports real quick, and we know y'all like the Facebook funnies, but tennis action, a little tennis. We don't report on tennis much up here on Sports Chat, but Rafael Nadal has won his 21st major title, and why are we reporting that Nadal's won 21 Grand Slam events? Because that makes him the most ever for a male tennis player. He just finished winning the Australian Open, which gave him 21. Wally, we talking more than Beyond Board, John McEnroe, Yvonne Lindell, Pete Sampras, Jimmy Connors, Roger Federer, Andre Agassi. This guy right here has won more. He's the Tiger Woods of tennis now.
Isn't that the guy that
He's won
can't even
more
get back to
Grand
his
Slams.
country because he won't take the vaccine?
No, that's Djokovic.
Oh,
That was
okay.
Djokovic.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
But, hey, Nadal, 21 Grand Slams. May not ever be done. I mean, he may hold that for, I mean, we don't do a lot of tennis on this show, but that's something special right there.
Who was your favorite tennis player growing up? I like John McEnroe.
I love John McEnroe.
Didn't he throw rackets? and
Man,
stuff
he would
away?
break them and get in yelling matches with the umpires. He was good entertainment.
Did he ever win a Grand Slam?
Yeah. He
He
was good, yeah.
Okay, let's ride down to Enterprise, Alabama.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Enterprise High School's Caden Taylor for signing to play volleyball. There she is at the next level, Enterprise State Community College last week. Anytime one of our local athletes furthers their education, using athletics, hey, we want to recognize them on our show.
That's
Again,
right.
congrats to Caden.
Congrats to Caden. That's right. She's moving on. And a little high school football action. Last week we reported that the Pike County Bulldogs' new head football coach is going to be Mark Hertz. We just wanted to repeat that. He played quarterback at Pike County back in the mid-'80s, I think 85, 86. And so this is his homecoming to coach the Pike County Bulldogs. Also, we learned last week that Pike Liberal Arts has made application to participate in the Alabama High School Athletic Association for all sports. All sport. Now listen, this gets a little touchy right here. All sports should be eligible to compete for championships next fall, except for football. Why, you ask? Because the Alabama High School Athletic Association has already set the regions, and they've already put them out, and they're in concrete. So the regions are already set for football, so they got to wait a year for football. But all the other sports can participate for championships starting next fall. We think, you with me on this? Mm-hmm. We think that Pike Liberal Arts is going to fall and into a 2A bracket. They'll participate in 2A. That's what the population of Pike Lib looks like. The only question really, Wally, is what region are they going to fall in? Are they going to fall in there with Ayrton and Long, or are they going to, we'll have to see how that falls out and shakes out. And that's going to be really, really interesting.
Well, I tell you what,
see what region
it's
they
a
fall.
Plus to those parents over there where they don't have to travel 400
the Pike
miles.
Liberal Arts Sports Parents Travel Circle just went whoop.
Right
I
there.
mean, instead of getting home on a Tuesday night at midnight, now they're going to get home on a Tuesday night at about 9:30.
9:30, exactly.
So that'd be great.
I'd like
We'll
to see
find out soon enough, though, but
yeah.
Pike Liberal Arts will, in fact, play public school sports starting next fall, Wally.
All right. And last week reported on all the schools that were visiting Highland Home to visit the Falk Kid. Well, this week Boston College visited
How about that?
Luverne High School to visit some of their great athletes, one being Nikki Taylor.
Yeah, that's Coach Rafael with Boston College right there. And hey, isn't that really neat that these colleges actually come into these schools and visiting these kids and getting to know these coaches? And Laverne had a kid go to Syracuse about 8 years ago. So I mean, the Northeast, for whatever reason, and I saw that the same kid you just mentioned, Nicky Taylor. I saw his Instagram account where he was at Penn University this last weekend visiting them as well. So after he met with the coach from Boston College, he flew up to Penn University for a recruiting trip. So Nicky Taylor, you mentioned him, and so he's all over the place. But the Northeast seems to have Laverne High School on their map.
On the radar.
Yeah. A couple other things to touch on here. Speaking on high school football, yesterday, the 2024 running back Jamarian Burney from Andalusia visited Troy for his recruiting weekend. And there he is right there. And let me tell y'all something. Wally and I both have seen this kid run the ball live on a few occasions. We've done two Andalusia football games in the last year and a half. And we called them when they played Brantley, and we called them when they played Charles Henderson. And Wally, you with me on this? We've seen a lot of kids tote the football, from Dothan to Montgomery to Auburn. I mean, we've seen kids run the football. And not that I'm some guru recruiter. This kid can run the football. This kid can run the football at Andalusia. And I really want to see him at Troy really bad. So hope he had a great weekend. Jamarian Burney, running back from Andalusia, visiting Troy this weekend.
Oh, heck yeah. What about some basketball, Neal?
Yeah, get on into some basketball. We'll do a couple before we take a break.
Okay. Well, we'll get started with Enterprise. Big win over Dothan yesterday. It was a revenge game after the Wildcats fell to the Wolves on the road in Dothan a week ago. Enterprise wins 59-51.
That was a big win. You know, we talked to Coach Branson Saturday morning at our breakfast at Julia's, and he was speaking on what a big win it was for the program.
Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. This is Wally and Neal. Who we got here?
You got Judge Matthews. How you doing?
Judge Matthews, good to hear from you. Did you make it home from the big Alabama football game, and everybody settled in now?
Cold. I tell you, that was the coldest I've ever been, I think.
It was cold. It was cold. What you got on your mind tonight?
Do y'all have a TV where you can watch the game?
No, but David Doty is kind of keeping up with it, our producer, just a little bit. What's going on? It was 0-0 when we took commercial break.
L.A. just scored, so it's 7-0 L.A.
Was it a pass or a run, or what was it?
It was Stafford threw one to Cup, about a 20-yarder.
Well, they better cover Cup. He's had a pretty good year, don't you think?
They had 3 men on him and still caught him.
Golly.
The guy's incredible.
You would think Odell Beckham.
L.A. threw an interception on the 1-yard line starting the game. They really ought to be up 14-0.
Dang. You would think Odell Beckham Jr. would just have humongous games because they're double and triple covering Cup, but they just continue to throw it to Cup.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he's great.
Yeah.
You know, but
Eastern Washington. Yeah. Eastern Washington.
You know what's crazy about this, Neal? The fans. This is in L.A. and it's 80% San Francisco fans.
Wow.
They're having to do silent counts. L.A. has in their own stadium.
Well, they pull that off like that. How darn. Huh.
But, you know, the Georgia-Alabama game, it was 75% Georgia fans.
Yeah, I had heard that, too.
How did that happen?
Is that just Alabama burnout? All the Alabama faithfuls spent all their money all these years?
Well, I was in the Alabama section, and it was probably half and half, Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah. I think it was
I guess people sold their tickets.
And, you know, not that anybody's upset with Alabama, but, you know, they've traveled over the last 10, 12 years so much. You know,
this is the first time I've ever been to any type. Now, I'll tell you this. I went to Dallas, and there were more Cincinnati fans there than Alabama fans in Dallas.
Dang.
Wow.
I mean, that was a big deal. Closer. I mean, it was maybe 55-45 or something.
That was a big deal for Cincinnati, though, and I think the committee did the right thing by putting Cincinnati in there.
Well, they didn't belong, but I mean, you know, they had to put
I mean, who
somebody
else
in
were
there.
you going to put? I mean, they beat Notre Dame, and Notre Dame was ranked 5th.
Notre Dame would have been a joke too if they'd gone.
Yep.
They would have gotten beat.
You know, Wally and I called it early on in the year. It was Alabama and Georgia, and then everybody else.
And really, and Alabama, I think, would have won the game if Williams hadn't got hurt.
You know, that would have been. I think it would have been a totally different game too. I really.
Well, they were up 3, and Williams, the play got hurt on, was down to the 24-yard line of Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, if he doesn't get hurt there, Alabama gets a touchdown. They go up by 10. And it's a different game.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Judge Matthews, what do you think about Alabama in basketball? They just play into the level of the competition.
You know, and you know what? I think you're right. But that's good because they'll get in the tournament anyway.
Yeah.
And
they'll get in.
And really, what you're talking about is winning 6 games in a row. And that team's capable of winning 6 games in a row.
They really are. They're very talented. They got two McDonald's All-Americans and 2 more on the way.
Frisco just threw a bomb, and the guy ran out of bounds. If he catches the ball, it's a touchdown.
Oh man, golly!
I mean, it was a 40-yard play, and the guy ran out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds, or it's a touchdown.
Judge Matthews, since you're living back in Ozark again, you need to go to Loose Brick Coffee down there off the square and tell them that you heard it on Sports Chat with Neal and Wally, and get you a big old nice cup of coffee.
Well, I will. You know, we do that anyway. My office is just right up the street.
Yeah.
And they've got good food too.
They really do.
Bagels and stuff, you know, for
They
breakfast.
really do. They really do. Even got a hat right here on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Loose Brick
I didn't
Coffee.
know they were with y'all, but that's good.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Judge, we appreciate you calling in.
All right. Good talking to you.
All right, take care.
All right.
We're up against our second break. We'll be right back.
Man, hey, what are you not coming in to get some Crow's chicken and brundage? I need some nugget sauce, man. I'd like a nugget dinner with extra sauce and roll. Don't worry about him. He's all standing over in the door.
Lord bless you. Nugget dinner.
We're going to eat it here. Crow's and brundage.
Frozen brundage.
Oh, man, what a nice day with the windows down. Yeah, cruising right along, man. Just running around Troy. Hey, man, what's that smell? What do you mean? That's Hook's Barbecue, man.
Oh,
Don't
that's
you smell
Hook?
it? Hook's?
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh, my God. Hold on. Good Lord. What in the world? Hooks, man. Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious. Man, what in the world? You just dang T-boned me right here. What in the heck? Playing with fidget Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-boned me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can
Please,
have it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You gained donuts.
Neal, call Jason Jones.
What is it?
Out of oxygen, man.
Oxygen. You got your snorkeling device right there. What do you mean you out of oxygen?
Oh, all this is to show people where you are, man.
What's that? Why do you can breathe through that?
I need to call Jason. Jason, can you bring some oxygen from Jones Medical Supply down to St. Andrews State Park at the Jetties? Wally needs some oxygen. Call Jason Jones for all your oxygen needs.
We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally.
Then what if you want something other than just a fishing pond? Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot. Bigfoot? Hey, what's going on today?
Mr. Neal, do you know this guy? He comes here every day for breakfast and lunch.
This guy over here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do know him. Man, look at the size of this chicken right here, man. Oh, my God. Wally, how many days in a row have you eaten here? Every day, bro.
Come out to the Pig Cafe Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. The biggest cat head biscuits for breakfast and the crispiest fried chicken for lunch. Come out to the Pig Cafe.
You know this guy?
Yeah, I know.
Wally, what are you doing, man? What in the world?
Nice Bronco.
Why are you hugging the Bronco at Bill Jackson Ford?
Because I want a Bronco, bro.
Are you gonna buy it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jesus. Well, you can't just be out here hugging vehicles. You got to talk to the salespeople.
What are you doing? Kicking the tire. You know they say you got to kick the tire before you buy a new one.
Kick the tires. Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. Also, Bill Jackson Chevrolet across the street. Hey, they got new vehicles on the lot.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Living on the air in Cincinnati. Guess what?
Cincinnati, WKRP. Cincinnati going to Super Bowl, baby.
Well, guess what else happened?
What?
Dr. Fever passed away today.
Oh, really?
Yep. So isn't that ironic that
I
Cincinnati
thought you were
is
playing
going-
that because they were going to Super Bowl.
Well, no, I did it for
him.
Fever. What was his name?
Yeah.
Dr. Fever or
Dr.
something.
Fever. I'll be darned.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, okay.
Okay. But anyway, great actor, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, continuing on the hoops.
Yep.
Geneva County, who is ranked number 2 in 2A, downs Geneva 74-53 in a rivalry game. For Geneva County, the Alabama running back commit Emmanuel Henderson. He had 22 points and 6 steals, and Jaquan Broxson earned 21 points and 13 rebounds.
Yeah, Carroll of Ozark whips Dale County 63-48. Leading Carroll was Bryson Dawkins with 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 steals. Raquel Reed added 10 points for the Eagles. For Dale County, JoJo Rogers had 22, and Andrew Martin had 11. Earlier in the week, the Eagles lost to Eufaula, though, 76-60. And it wasn't all bad for Dale County, though, even though they got beat by Carroll. Dale County earlier in the week beat Houston Academy 51-45. For Dale County in that win, Darian Crossley had 18 points, 11 rebounds, and Jamarvian Scott had 10 points. Christian Ross had 13 rebounds and 6 blocks in that game over Houston Academy.
Well, Ott beats Goshen 76-35. J.D. Burney led Goshen with 12 points. Also, Elba got the best of Northside Methodist, 43-34. For Elba, the South Alabama signee, Crystal Codwell had 18 points and 14 rebounds, and Chase Peterson had 11 points.
Yeah, and also Zion Chapel, who's having a really good season, beat Kinston, who had recently upset Opp. And, you know, Opp is ranked, and Kinston's having a nice year as well. They beat Zion Chapel. Zion Chapel wins that game 47-41. For Zion, Brady Cobb had 20 points, and Chase Hortzman had 10. Also, Central Haynesville beats Barber County 94-66. For Barber County, DeQuestion Grubbs had 34 points, and Martavius Griggs had 14. And let's remind everybody that most all of Barber County's players transferred out just to play because they sat out for COVID last year. So it's a big rebuild in Barber County.
Barber County, exactly. And Pike County lost to Helen this past week, 50-60. For the Bulldogs, Zaquan Boyd had 15 points, and Makia Leverett had 13.
Yep. And the number 1 team in all of AISA, that's 1A through 3A, the Pike Liberal Arts Patriots crush the Valiant Cross 90-63. And you hear these scores, and these are the seniors, by the way. They had senior night, Wally, this week, and those are the seniors at Pike Lib. And you hear us calling these crushing scores for Pike Lib, killing these other AISA teams. Thus the reason they're going to public school. You know, I saw where Adam Brookins put on Facebook, when you're the best player in the gym, you go find another gym.
Yeah.
So that's what Pike Lib is doing. So, and you know, I called for Pike Lib to go public earlier in our show, you know, back during football season. So I'm proud for him. Austin Cross had 26 points. Mario Davenport had 15 and 4 steals to lead Pike Liberal Arts in that Valiant Cross lopsided victory. Ian Foster added 12 points. Pike Lib also downed Edgewood 77-52 this past week. And Austin Cross scored 29 in that game against Edgewood. Cross is hot.
And more midweek action. Charles Henderson downs Pike County 64-38 for Charles Henderson. Cody Youngblood, he had 15 points. Tay Knox had 13. For Pike County, Mikhail Leverett had 10 points, and Kentavious Thomas and Jacqueline Glasgow had 8 points each. Earlier in the week, the Trojans down Greenville 74-71. Against Greenville for the Trojans, Jaden Spearman had 23 points. Akeez Shorts had 18 points.
So that was a big game at Greenville that you just talked about. Charles Henderson winning that game 74-71, Wally, because that locked up the area, and Trojans will host the area tournament. It'll be handled in a little different fashion, where they play and when they play. It won't be your conventional area tournament. Yeah. But Trojans, that was a big game to beat Greenville 74-71. So good deal for the Trojans there. Also, earlier last week, Ayrton beats Pike County 65-31. For Ayrton, Ian Sin had 21 points. Isaiah Johnson had 11 and 10 rebounds. Paxton Steed had 11 points and 7 rebounds. Also, earlier week action, Carroll fell to Geneva County 67-64.
And Crenshaw Christian Academy loses to Southern Prep 80-60 this week. But in the Laws, check this out, Neal. Jake Baudry scored 30 points, had 10 rebounds, 6 steals, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Also this week against Abbeville Christian,
Mr. Baudry?
Mr. Baudry, I pronounced your name, sorry, poured in 25 points, had 11 rebounds, 4 steals, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. It's my understanding that Jake has had more games earlier this year with similar numbers.
Oh, really?
Yes. Talking to Dr. Billings.
Yeah.
Who is over at CCA, and he was telling us about it.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, with that 30 points against Southern, 25 against Abbeville Christian, you are our Marco's Pizza Player of the Week. You win a large one-topping Marco's Pizza from the Marco's Pizza here in Troy, Alabama. Just call them, give them your name, show them your ID, and you get a large one-topping.
He's racking it up over there, isn't he?
Man, that's impressive.
It is.
And speaking of impressive, we got a break right on us, so don't turn that dial. We'll be right back.
Okay, we'll hold on. Just so CCA's 2A, right?
1A.
1A. Okay, well, we got to keep a watch on CCA. If this kid's pouring it in like that, they may could do something strong in the 1A AISA. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And like Wally said, we need to take a break.
Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate.
Hey, he's out of there, baby.
What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. Over here. What? The ball bounced in front of the plate.
Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately.
Man, you look all feeble and crippled. What's going on, Wally? Neal, I've been sleeping on the same mattress since 1970. Oh, Lord. Man, you got to come see him at Mr. Mattress, man. Look at these nice, soft mattresses. They will fix you up, man. Sealy, Serta, Tempur-Pedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster. They got it all, man. Free delivery, free setup. They will fix you up. Troy, Enterprise, Andalusia, Montgomery, Prattville, Crestview, Dothan, and coming soon, Auburn, Alabama. Come see them at Mr. Mattress. They're going to fix Wally up today and straighten his back out. What in the world, man? I come over to check on things. What are you doing trying to beat that bush up?
Neal, my trimmer battery went dead, so I had to get this bat and try to trim this up.
You're not going to be able to knock it out with a bat. You got to call professional bush trimmers like Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. Call Blake Turner. You're going to fall off that ladder, man. Just quit right now. Let's call Blake Turner. Hey, call Blake Turner, 465-0600 for all your yard needs. What in the world are you doing up under this mobile home in the hitch of the truck?
Neal, I just bought a brand new mobile home from Smith Manufacturing, baby.
Well, if you bought it from Smith Manufacturing Mobile Homes, they set it up for free for you. They deliver it, set it up. They even hook up the AC and include the dirt work. 566-3883.
You serious, Clark?
I'm serious, Clark. Double wides, single wides, sheetrock housing. Come see them, Smith Manufacturing Mobile Homes. Come on, man. Get up from there. Come on.
Hey, Neal, man, need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night. Well, Patrick Swayze.
What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same guys, yesterday you already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance.
Are you okay?
Man, I think I pulled.
You pulled the leg leg muscle?
Doing my leg muscle.
You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hook's Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay.
I hope too.
All this corn, man. Wally, what are you doing in the cornfield, man?
Get the corn, dude.
Corn? Yeah. You can't give people corn. That's against the law. Why don't you go to Piggly Wiggly on 231 on Greenock where it's fresh produce? Come on, man. Now, isn't this better? Air conditioned. Look at all this produce, man. Here we are at Piggly Wiggly on 231. Also, Best Butcher in Pike County, Reader's Choice 2020.
Your love is driving me crazy.
Barry Manilow.
Wally, loud. Your love just takes me away.
Boy George.
That's not Van Hagar. It's not Van Hagar. Now I thought for sure you'd ease up on Sammy just a little bit when he wasn't with Van Halen. But you don't like Sammy Hagar either way? That's a classic Sammy Hagar. The Red Rocker is what they call
You
it.
sure it's not Barry Manilow?
No, man. Your love is driving me crazy. That's a great song, man.
The only song I ever liked by him was 1, 2, 3 Lot Box.
That's it?
1, 2, 3 Lot Box.
You didn't like that one at all. Your love's driving me crazy. No.
Too candy. Candy.
Candy?
You know,
Candy cotton.
yeah, just bubble
What
gum.
does candy cotton mean?
What they call bubblegum pop.
Bubblegum pop.
Yeah.
That's some type of music term?
Yeah.
Bubblegum pop. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good Sammy Hagar song myself. Oh, just a good one. Hey, moving right on into some college basketball. The Troy Trojans are 14-7 overall, playing pretty good. They split with South Alabama this week. They went down to Mobile on Thursday and lost 82-63, which is pretty good whipping. But they got revenge yesterday over the same school, the South Alabama Jaguars, yesterday here in Troy, 77-68. This week, the Trojans have Georgia State in Atlanta, and then they go over and play Georgia Southern in Statesboro on Saturday. So a big road trip for the Trojans, 14-7 overall. They really need to beat Georgia State and Georgia Southern this week.
They got a shot to win in the Sun Belt?
Well, they did like 2 weeks ago, but they went a little cold. Like they should have beat South Alabama twice, and they split with them. So this is a big week, Georgia State and Georgia Southern. But there's a chance, yes.
Okay, well, the Crimson Tide is also 14-7 on the year, but they got a huge win over number 4 Baylor. Yesterday, 87-78, Alabama goes to Auburn this week for a rematch. Won't even be close. Alabama looking for revenge on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on ESPN. Alabama then hosts Kentucky on Saturday. This week is huge for Alabama basketball.
I won't be able to finish at 8 p.m.
I wonder what Auburn will be favored.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure they'll be favored.
I bet they'll be favored 12, 13 points.
No, they'll be favored 4, 5.
You serious?
No. It's sad. I won't be able to see that.
Stay up late.
Why they tip off at 8 o'clock? Are you kidding me? They won't finish.
I never understood that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all about the television, I know.
Is that what
it's all about ESPN. ESPN's got them tipping off at 8 o'clock. But I won't get to see. I'll get to watch the first half. Because I'm out like a light about 9:30, 9:45.
What about your Auburn Tigers, man?
Well, Auburn is 20-1 on the year. And as we stated in our opening monologue when we opened the show, ranked number 1 in the country. Wally, they've won 17 straight games. Snuck by Missouri midweek by 1 point out on the road at Missouri. But then they took care of Oklahoma yesterday, 86-68 at home. Auburn has Alabama coming to town, just like Wally just told you, on Tuesday. And then they go to Athens on Saturday to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, this is the same Georgia Bulldogs team that clipped Alabama up in Athens last week, a week and a half ago. So Auburn's got to look out and not be looking ahead. Georgia's playing a little better. I want to take just a second and pat the Auburn athletic department on the back. Just a little bit right there. They locked down Bruce Pearl. It was rumored that Louisville was reaching out to him, and they took care of that. They locked Bruce Pearl down to a lifetime contract extension. This guy can coach, man. Alan Green of Athletic Director has done something right here. And He needs to be at Auburn as long as he wants to coach, and they did that.
Are they on probation still?
No. And Coach Pearl is 61 years old. And if he can coach another 10 years at Auburn and then retire, that'd be great for Auburn. The guy can coach, man.
Man.
And I'm going to tell you, man, speaking of Auburn beating Oklahoma, the SEC wins the SEC Big 12 Challenge this week. SEC had 6 wins. The Big 12 had 4, so SEC takes that. But, yeah, I'm proud of Auburn for locking down Bruce Pearl, Wally.
Yeah, he's an interesting character. You know, he stole some of my food at a conference one time. You do know
I
that.
was there.
Yeah,
I was there, yeah.
He was coaching at Tennessee.
Yeah.
We get ready to go down for breakfast, and our food is all gone. All I see is these 6'9" kids ripping it up.
And I remember that just like it was yesterday. We were at a conference, and we were at the Auburn Marriott, and Tennessee was staying there, and Pearl was coaching them, and Pearl thought that our conference food was put out for his basketball team. It was an honest mistake. But we got to meet Coach Bruce Pearl.
Even the ball board had 2 buffet plates just stacked up to the hilt, man.
We got it worked out, dude.
Unbelievable. Okay. Going back to what we were talking about last week, this might be the year for SEC deepest and best basketball conference in the nation.
After the Big 12 Challenge, I mean, what else can you say? Yeah.
I mean, to me, they proved it. Did we lose any? I think Tennessee did lose.
Yeah, LSU lost. We lost 4 games. LSU lost.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was a couple teams that lost. Tennessee lost. LSU lost. Tennessee went back. Mm-hmm. Their coach went back to Texas, and Texas got them pretty good. But But I'm still. Alabama loses to Georgia. Who is Alabama?
I don't know.
What is Alabama's identity? And, you know, Judge Matthews called in just a little while ago, and we were talking about Alabama playing down to the level of competition. They lose to Georgia, a winless team in the SEC. And then they turn around and beat Baylor, number 4 in the nation this week, Saturday. Who is Alabama, Wally? Basketball.
Well, I think, like Judge Matthews said, and you, I think just play to a level. If this is a good team, they're going to give it all they got. But if they got just a crummy team out there,
they just don't get fired up.
They just don't get fired up. I'm wondering, and I'm waiting to see, will they even make the tournament?
Oh yeah, all right, they got it. Don't they? Well, they look at quality wins.
Yeah,
Gonzaga, Houston, and Baylor.
But you got to look on down the road. But they got to play Auburn this week and Kentucky.
Yeah,
those 2 losses.
Yeah.
What happens?
Well, they probably ain't gonna lose them both.
I'll
say this, Wally.
The not-in tournament.
The NIT.
Yeah.
I'll say this: Alabama this year. And we already spoke about this, but has beaten 3 of the 4 teams that were in the Final Four last year. Although they had that embarrassing loss to Georgia, man, they beat number 7 Houston, number 4 Baylor, and number 2 Gonzaga. How can they not get in the tournament? Those 3 ranked teams, and those were 3 of the Final Four teams from last year. I think, and I'm going to say this prediction, I'm Auburn. I'm a Troy fan, but when I have to choose between Auburn and Alabama, I choose Auburn every time. But I'm going to make this prediction live on the show. You ready?
Here.
Alabama goes over to Auburn and comes out of there with a W this week. Auburn cannot just continue to run the table. They got a really good team, and I'm hoping that they win the SEC championship, make a deep run in the bracket play, and maybe win a national championship. But they're going to stumble in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And I believe Alabama gets them. Alabama's coming off beating number 4 Baylor. They may clip Auburn this Tuesday night. I really think it, man. What you think?
I don't know, Neal. Like I said, Auburn's.
You think Auburn's going to be favored by multiple?
I think so. I mean, I think Auburn plays at a different level than.
Auburn's much deeper than Alabama. I say that. Auburn's got 9 guys that could start for other teams in this.
What I saw mainly, Auburn just don't make mistakes. And that helps them. I mean, they just don't make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Alabama's tripping over their shoestrings and hitting the head on the rim.
Oh, man.
They had one guy that did a slam dunk that they should have called a personal foul on because he swung on it like he was doing some gymnastic stuff.
I think they gave him a safety protocol on that. Somebody was under him.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we got to take one more break tonight. We'll be right back. We'll talk a little NFL when we come back. We'll be right back.
I'm so hungry. I'm hungry too. You ready? What are you doing?
Kelly Tater.
What are you doing? Wally, that's somebody's food.
What kind of nut are you?
I'm so sorry. He gets in a trance when we come to Preston's. I apologize. He is a nut job. Hey, snap out of it, man. Oh, that's not yours.
Oh, we're Preston's on.
Come out to Preston's and get your own Kaylee Tater. Wally, what are you doing at Road Mart on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing at that tire?
Oh, Neal, I'm gonna put some 25s on this bad boy.
Oh, Lord, 25?
Yeah.
They even make 25? Hey, they can do specialty rims at Road Mart here in Troy, Alabama. Hey, they also do brake work and change your oil, anything under the hood here at Road Mart on 231. And they can even get Wally some 25s for his rim. 566-3413, Road Mart on 231.
What in the world, Wally? What is that?
Oh, dear, I done hit this bump down the road, buddy.
Where's your truck?
Oh, I totaled it.
What about the insurance?
I don't think I got a lick of
My
insurance.
gosh, if you got Crease Insurance, we're covered. We'll have to go there. Your truck a wreck?
It's totaled.
We're going to have to go to All-Star Collision to get it fixed. Come on, put the deer in.
See, Mr. Mike. Man, is Mr. Crease in? Wally has hit a deer, and he's got insurance with Crease Agency. Mike!
Wally, what happened?
Wally's hit a deer, man.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Can you mount this thing?
Well, I mounted the one I killed. I guess we'll mount yours
We're
too.
gonna
But first, we're going to fix your truck.
That sounds good. Call the Crease Agency for all your insurance needs.
Man, I got a big party coming on tonight, man. I got girls coming everywhere. Hey,
What are you doing up here at Southern Grill and Patio, man, with all your girls?
getting a big green egg, man. Only place in Florida's got them.
You having a big party, I heard you say?
Yeah, got girls coming and
Well,
everything.
you need to get all this deck furniture. They got the big green eggs, the medium green eggs, the little green eggs, everything for a big party on a deck. They got the wood thing. Hey, you got pellet grills, gas grills, anything you need. Southern Grill and Patio on North 3 Notch in Troy, Alabama. Man, I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town, Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. What are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Neal, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discounts.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
Uh-oh.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Winnie Traver play, and I'm going to give you one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the state. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Traylor, you can't beat it down at the Old Barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see.
That's some good old 70s music.
Skating rink music.
Skating ring. Hilton's.
Yep.
Hilton skating ring. Blondie or Brownie?
Blondie. I was a Babaloo down in Dothan.
You was at Babaloo's? Yeah. Down in Dothan, all right. A little Blondie action right there. Hey, down the home stretch here on Sports Chat with Neal and Wally, the Cincinnati Bengals headed to the Super Bowl. They win the championship, and they're either going to play San Francisco or the Rams, and we hear that the Rams are up 10-7 right now. Is that right, Wally?
Yep, 10-7 right now.
10-7, but Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, what a connection for Cincinnati. And the kid kicking the field goals is from Fort Payne, Alabama. Signed a scholarship to kick for the Florida Gators and was drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals. And everybody made fun of Cincinnati for drafting the kicker, but he's paid dividends again.
He went 12 for 12 in the playoffs.
Oh yeah,
field goals.
They go into overtime, and wow! And Bengals beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium.
That's a hard feat to do right there, bro.
Very difficult. The Chiefs were looking at going to the Super Bowl 3 years in a row, but it ain't going to happen. Bengals knock them off in overtime this afternoon, and San Fran and the Rams are playing right now.
Well, I saw our former Alabama offensive coordinator Brian DeBall is now the head coach of the New York Giants.
Yeah, he was the offensive coordinator. Brian Daboll was the offensive coordinator at Alabama, and he left and went back to the New England Patriots to call the plays for the Patriots, and now he's going to get a shot at the big time with New York Giants. And boy, he's got a big task there. They're a mess.
Hey,
The Giants are a mess.
what about Sean Payton before we go? Got to throw that in there. What?
Peyton with the Saints, is he really retired, Wally? I mean, he retired from the Saints, but is he retired? Is he going to coach Dallas?
That's what I was about to ask you. Is he going to Dallas?
Is he going to Dallas? Well, right now Dallas has a coach, so Jerry Jones will have to fire the coach.
He can do it.
He'll do it, but right now the Saints don't have a coach, and we appreciate y'all tuning in tonight, and keep it cool. We'll see you next week here on Sports Chat with Neal.